What's going down? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Wherever you guys are tuning in from, thanks for coming by. Today is a very important day in history. Yesterday was election day, and today, it's not official totally yet, but Donald Trump will be elected president-elect, 47th president of the United States. I listened to Benny Johnson the whole night, and of course he's on Trump's side, and man, that guy's a trip, man. But he was basically going state by state. He went state by state to see who locked in what. So that's right, Co-Train, let's fucking go. That's right. If you guys see a short, if you see the short, my newest short in my channel here, last night I sold a photo booth printer that I haven't used in years, and I met a guy, halfway, so we both had to drive an hour, and on my way back, on my way into work, I was literally riding alongside of a guy in a pickup truck, and he had probably a 20-foot long Trump sign, and it was lit up. So yeah, check that out if you guys haven't seen it yet. But yeah, man, I think I was like, definitely, I don't even think, even if I worked normal hours, I don't think I would have been able to sleep. I don't think I would have been able to sleep all night. Yeah, Benny Johnson, yeah. So yeah, I watched his show all the way up until the end. Like, I mean, he was on for a total, I think, of 9 hours. But I started listening to him. I mean, I went in and out of, some other people's shows, on, shows that we might know. But yeah, thank God, man. What's up, Adam? How are you? Steaks, what's going down? I'm actually driving to the, fucking A. Fuck. I can't turn around now. Son of a bitch. Damn it. I forgot something at work. I can't turn around now. I'm right in the middle of fucking downtown Buffalo. Fucking A. Yeah, I'll just have to bring it home tomorrow morning. Anyway, if anybody wants me to drop the link and wants to talk about it, that's cool. I'll drop the link. I did send the link out, Don. It's up to you if you want to come out. It's raining pretty hard where I'm at right now. So I don't know how good, if it's real noisy when I'm driving here or what, but I definitely got to stop at the store. Definitely got to stop at the grocery store, right? My daughter needs shit for her school lunch, so I'm sick of the rain. So yeah, I don't know which way you guys, it seemed like most of you guys swayed Trump, but you know what? It's actually a good feeling. I'm glad it's over. I'm awaiting for it to officially come out, but there's like 4 different states right now that have over like 90% of their votes in, but they're not calling them. And that's, I think, all Trump needs right now is 3 points, or 3 votes, 3 electoral votes. And these friggin' states aren't calling them. I think one's Arizona, Wisconsin, I forget the other ones. But yeah, man, I saw that, my show, the picture on it or whatever, the thumbnail was a red wave. And, yeah, I saw that on Facebook, so I took a screenshot of it. I thought it was, but yeah, I'm definitely, how could you say, I can't think of the right word right now, but I'm definitely, I don't want to say anxious, but I can't think of the damn word, but I'm looking forward to see what these next 4 years bring us. I'm looking to see him untangle this fucking mess that we got in this country. I'm hopefully looking to have a few more bucks in my pocket and not, worry about working basically 3 jobs and still struggling. You know what I mean? I work 45 to 50 hours a week at my job. I run a small business, and I drive Uber just to make ends meet. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, just the cost of food, gasoline, and my mortgage, and, you know, everybody's got the same problems. I get it. But it just, you know, these last 4 years, I never had issues month to month, ever. So, hang on, I can't really read the comments. It's raining pretty hard here. I don't want to fucking keep looking down. Hang on, Don. Let me get the link. Let's see here. Yeah, and I think somebody said something that Kamala, being the vice president, actually has to sign off on it too. I mean, she's going to have to concede at some point. So, all right. So I don't know how I did this last time because I hate this phone. I don't know how to paste this stupid thing. But hang on, I'm trying to get this. If anybody else wants to come out, or I sent the guys the thing in a text right before I left work. I don't understand why I can't paste a comment in this fucking. There we go. All right, Don. This is for Don Miku. Come on up, Don, if you'd like. But yeah, I'm excited. Buffalo man crashed minivan trying to drop link. What? Oh, I know, right? Here you go, Co-Train. Yeah, so, I'm hoping that, I know Trump's got a lot of, bad ways, and, he pisses a lot of people off and this and that, but we need something different. I was voting for something more different than anything. We can't continue to have this keep happening to us. It's brutal. Are you guys both up here? Hello?
God bless the USA.
There you go.
Fucking Trump. He's made my cigars more expensive, motherfucker.
What'd you say?
Why don't you go fuck a kangaroo today?
Yeah, I can give two fucks about your fucking cigars, okay?
Your cigar, your Australia. I mean, on this day today, you want to come in here and spew bullshit? Really?
As soon as he fucking won or whatever, the dollar went down. Fucking Trump.
I got three words to say to you this morning, Miku. Trump!
Shut up and give me my money back with interest, you mothers.
Yeah, Don, you're not going to sway us anyway. Anyway, shape, or form today.
So how is he going to make life better for you guys?
Hey, just enjoy Harris falling off the airplane today, okay? Maybe she'll stumble off the plane today.
Indy, honest question. How is he going to make America better?
He won the election, Don. That's how he's going to make fucking America better. By winning the election. Just winning the fucking election. Made America better. How's that one today?
Yeah, Don. No more tax on tips. No more tax on overtime.
How's that today, Donald?
Yeah. We're going to start drilling our own oil.
Just him winning, beating that jerk off, made America great again. So
you know what we're going to do, Don? We're going to round up all the criminals and send them to your neighborhood.
She's a jerk off!
So, like Osada said, he's not.
Biden's a jerk off! You're a jerk off!
We get it. Relax. Like Osada said, he plans on not taxing overtime and tips, and that's huge. That's absolutely huge.
No more tax on tips, Social Security, overtime. We're going to be drilling our own oil. We're going to round up all the criminals and send them to Don's neighborhood. We're going to stop the nonsense
Yeah.
going on around the world. I mean, he's got a plan. I mean, this is amazing.
Even down to the food, even down to the bullshit food, the additives and bullshit we put.
Yep, exactly. They're going to release the Epstein list. They're going to go after Bill Gates in the food industry. They're going to go after the pharmaceutical industry. Start holding them accountable.
He has to have total majority. And have you got two houses there, the upper house and lower house?
He's got the Senate.
He's got both.
Okay.
I think he's got
He
both.
got
I think
both?
he does have both. Yeah.
If he's got both,
Let's
then
game
he can
on,
walk.
Don.
Yeah, but I'm
This is
saying
not
that
just
if he's
him
got
this time.
both houses, he can walk everything through then.
Oh yeah, this is a movement. This isn't 2016. This is a whole new deal now. Everybody's fucking fed up with this shit. Nobody in their right mind could be happy with what was going on over the last 3.5 years. Not unless you were in on it.
Throw him off the panel. Throw him off the panel.
Oh, see, I want my money back with interest, mate. No, look, if he's got both houses, then he can basically do what he wants.
Yeah, overseas is their own problem. Like Tommy said, like we need to worry about America, and people
let's
can
worry
hate
about
all they want.
Okay.
Adam, I'm not disputing anything, but everyone says he's going to close the borders and stop the illegals. You can only stop them up to a certain point. You're still going to get illegals no matter which country it is coming through.
Yes.
Well, what he's doing is
it's been wide open. Wide open.
It's not
wide open.
Day after day.
It's not just a southern border.
What?
It's not just the southern border either. Biden made it to where refugees, he reversed all these refugee bans. And so day one, Trump is going to reinstate the refugee ban. There's all these countries that these people are allowed to come from. They can fly in from these terrorist countries and shit. That's not going to be no more. So.
Well, what he should be doing is, besides stopping the borders, is getting rid of all the illegals in America at the same time.
Well, he is.
Well, he hasn't been in office for the last 4 years. Remember that, Don? It's been these fucking liberals.
No, I understand that. I'm not disputing you guys. I'm just.
We didn't have crime like this. We didn't have this problem 4 years ago. This problem started in the last 4 years. Everything. So.
Hang on, Osada. See, Don, that's the problem. I'm trying to behave here. People come in talking all kinds of spewing bullshit. If he wouldn't have lost 4 years ago, the wall would be 50 feet high. The wall would have continued being fucking built. The wall would have been built by now. We wouldn't have this problem. But instead, someone tore the wall down.
We wouldn't have, we wouldn't have a lot of these problems, including foreign wars.
Okay, they let them back in.
In my opinion.
Yeah, but I better turn this Mozzie thing off. But they let him in for what reason? Cheap labor?
For votes.
For votes, cheap labor. What the fuck are you talking about? It's for votes.
To answer that question, Don, how can anybody in their right mind even answer that question? It's just, who fucking knows why they did all the shit they did?
No, there's always got to be a reason why. That's the thing. That's
I want to get back to the cheap labor. But let them in for cheap labor.
I don't know. I guess that's part of it. But no, there's like, it's just when you got all these refugees and migrants or whatever staying in hotels being guarded by the army for what reason? Why are they getting free food and water when there's other people out there struggling to get free anything? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so I'm hoping these people, they just return to where they came from. Anyway.
Yep. And you know what else?
It's every country's
got
that
Send
issue.
them back
Even
fucking
Australia.
home.
Even Australia cares more about the refugees coming in and gives them everything, and not its own population, its own citizens. All governments are like that.
Yeah, but Don, we're surrounded by Mexico, Canada. Like they get in so easy here, where you're way out, out there. It's not easy just to walk over a piece of property and get into your country. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know how many
Yeah.
people come in via illegal boats here? They stop the
What does
boats,
that have
but
to
at
do
the
with it?
same, but they stop the boats, and at the same time, there's boats that still come through no matter what. So it
But they're
doesn't.
but
Yeah,
they're
a
not
boat or two.
but they're
It doesn't
but they're
matter.
not
That's you're talking about.
they're
That's
not
just a few
welcoming them
people.
in.
You're not talking about an agenda. Yeah, that's a whole different thing. You know what else he's going to do is he's going to impose a 10% tariff on all imported goods and lower the corporate tax rate from 21% to 15%, which means that it's going to incentivize corporations to start doing business back in America because there is no real jobs in America anymore. You know, they're all shipped out overseas. So in the short term, we might have to pay a little bit more on some of the stuff that we're having because everything is imported. But it's gonna these corporations are gonna come back to America and put Americans back to work, or we're gonna build back the middle class.
Let's hope so. You know, it
That's
just
Meganomics.
it's just a whole different ball game when you live here and you're in what you're going through week in and week out and trying to make ends meet and you're getting bent over. You know what I mean? It just sucks. You know what I mean? So that's why I said more than anything I want change. You know what I'm saying? So that was
Regardless of it.
there wasn't going to be any change whatsoever if Kamala got put in office, in my opinion. Again, but
Well,
let's welcome
they
Culture
changed it.
Combat. If you're new to the chat, welcome. Thanks for he's
Yeah, but Kamala never said anything what she was going to do anyway because she obviously didn't have anything.
She didn't have to say anything. They already did it. She's been doing it for the last 4 years, Dawn. She did it already. She opened the border. She allowed the crime on the street. She allowed the flood of fentanyl. They already did it. She doesn't have to say what she's going to do. We already know what she was going to do. That's
right.
why we said, "Fuck you, get out. Let's bring in Trump." That's that, and America spoke, and that's that.
Oh my God.
And they spoke last night for sure, man. That whole map was red. So
That's right.
Yeah, I was surprised with Pennsylvania. It was blue, and then all of a sudden it went red. And I thought, holy fuck, that's it.
You know the best feeling in the world is? You know the best feeling? I never thought I'd get that feeling back from 2016. And boy, man, is it ringing tough right now over here.
Oh yeah, me too.
Now,
We
just a
love
question:
every second of it.
he can't serve another term after this, can he?
I took it to Facebook. I said we did it on Facebook because I don't give. I could lose another 200 followers today, and I'll sleep well. I don't give.
Hey guys, Trump can't serve another term after this, can he?
No, this is it. No, you can't.
See, that's fucked. Sorry, but your system is fucked in that sense. If he's good for America, why can't he keep staying in until he fucks up and then they get rid of him and then bring someone else in?
because that's not how our Constitution was made. You know what I mean?
That's politics.
It's
That's the way it should be.
politics.
In all honesty, that's
No,
the way
you
it
can't.
should be.
You can't. That's like communism. You can't do that.
well,
shit.
they had
No, you
a dictator or something. Yeah,
You can't do that. No. That gives the people a chance if they really are. This is the perfect thing. Is what happened last night. Is to give the people a chance. What if she could have stayed in forever? No way.
Yeah, but Tommy, it's
Exactly,
a short-term fix,
yes.
not a long-term fix.
That doesn't make any
This
sense,
works.
Don, what you're saying.
Done.
Dude, what Tommy said
everything.
just made
Listen,
sense.
everything we're doing works. It has worked historically. When Carter was there, 10% interest rates, they got him out, right? They got him out. Imagine if he was able to stay in, he was healthy, and he kept winning the vote. We would have. I remember my uncles buying houses with 10% interest on a mortgage, right? So that was Carter years, right? And and then we go to this. So you are affected by our policies
I don't know. I
here.
don't check.
No, Don, you are affected by our policies of what is going to happen now here in a financial way.
We are actually, because
Okay,
not for anything,
hold
okay?
on. Just that. No, I need the whole explanation. So you are affected by our policies internationally,
Not
right?
your policies, okay, but the way things are done. Look, I got nothing against Trump, and I got nothing
I
against.
understand. It's a
What
money
I'm
thing.
saying
I
is,
understand.
if you've got a president who's fucking doing well, then why only have him in for 4 years or 8 years? Why can't he keep running until he fucks up and people say, get the fuck out of here now. It's time for a change or something new.
all right. Tell me one
There's
country that
all-
can do. Tell me one country that could do that overnight.
Hold on.
Australia.
Let me finish.
Australia back in the 80s and all that. the Prime Minister won about 4 or 5 terms, multiply that by 4 years per term, because Australia was doing well. As soon as he started fucking up, they said to him, "It's time for you to get out now."
Yeah, that would never
All right.
happen here.
I got to take a call, but I want to get one thing
Well,
out. So outside entities are going to be affected financially by what happens over here, right? So the things that are implemented over here are going to affect outside entities, which means we are going to do better over here. That's the whole fucking goal. We should not give a
Yes,
shit about Australia or any place else. You take care of
absolutely.
home first.
and we
Home
don't.
comes first. And Don, so should your country. Home should come first. Fuck everybody
Yes.
else. You know, if there's a
Okay.
I'm not
catastrophe, if there
disputing
was a,
Okay.
that.
yeah, yeah, but you're
All
complaining
right.
about it.
Just
Something's
listen.
going to be $20, and because of our policies, but we're going to do well on that, and that is the whole goal. That is the whole point of
Listen.
it. Yes,
You guys are talking about spilled fucking spoiled milk over here. Okay, that's what you guys are fucking talking about. Really? This guy was a president 4 years ago. This guy lost. This guy came back. He's the first fucking guy, first president to ever come back and fucking win the presidency again. What's that telling
that's
you
crazy.
people? Are you that
Oh my
fucking
god,
stupid? Are you that
wonderful is what it
stupid?
tells me.
All you
Wonderful,
motherfuckers got to be that stupid. Stupid.
it's
I'm not.
incredible.
The guy
Indeed,
made
I'm not.
history. The guy is history. The guy is our fucking history. I mean, wake
Changing the
up.
world.
Wake up.
Yep.
What
Yep.
the fuck?
It's time to
You
start giving him
fucking
credit.
people.
It's time to start giving him credit for what he's doing and what
Goddamn
he's going
right.
to do. Yes.
Goddamn right, Osada.
ALV, how are you?
Fuck. It's the first guy to ever do this. First guy to ever do this.
Why are we angry?
And they're
How you
still
doing,
down
guys?
here.
Somebody's angry. Why are we angry?
No, we're not. We love each
Who's
other.
angry?
Oh no, this is
ALV,
love
I
talk.
love
We're
you.
good. Welcome to
This
the
is
love
one big
hour.
sigh
We're
of relief.
good.
Yeah, it's a sigh of
This
relief.
is when
Who's angry? You got
actually.
a bunch
Oh,
of pumped
hang
men
on, guys.
that
Hang
just
on.
changed the country.
Hang on. I'm sorry, Tindu. So, Culture Combat MMA says the AP finally called the race for Trump. Hallelujah.
Is that true? Yes. Sweet.
Yeah, I'm seeing it on my TV right now. Yeah,
Awesome. Thanks,
Hell
thanks
What
for
was,
yeah.
that
what was
up.
his
Thanks for
final
that
score?
update.
What was
there's a
his
big
final?
yeah.
And you know
check
what?
mark.
He's going to win the popular vote too. He's going to win the popular vote.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's
popular
gonna.
vote
Yep,
and
yep.
the House and the Senate.
All right, got to take a
Mhm.
work call.
Thank you, Adam.
I'll be
Go
back.
ahead.
Thank you.
Yeah. So it's a good day. Sorry, Don. We're not trying to
No, no,
gang
no.
up
I'm
on
not.
you
I'm
here.
not. I'm not.
It's
I'm
just
not going against you guys. I'm just raising a couple of things, which everyone would be asking.
absolutely monumental what just took place overnight.
And
Absolutely
Yep.
this is going to be good for the world, Don. Just not America. This is going to be good for the world. You
Yep.
will see the economy. You'll see everything will get better. I'm telling you, it will.
Oh, look, I've got no doubts, but I'm just saying, if you've got a brilliant guy in power and he's doing well for your country, why does not your legislation, your whatever, allow him to serve more than 2 terms?
That's why we have party systems. That's a dictatorship. That opens up doors for all kinds of fucking
It's not a
corruption.
dictatorship,
Hang on a
Asada.
second. Hang on.
You know.
Co-train. Pay attention, Co-train. I just said that, Co-train. Get off the sativa. I just said that.
What did he say?
He did say that.
I know. No, but that's what I mean. I don't know what these fucking people here.
He isn't the first to come back.
No, Grover Cleveland did it. He's right. Grover
Oh,
Cleveland
okay.
did it.
All right.
Oh,
He won
Grover
first
Cleveland
term
came
loss
back?
and then won
Grover
second term.
Cleveland did?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
But that's not in
Okay.
our lifetime.
Okay.
This is a
So
whole nother thing.
has he actually clean swept? What I'm trying to
What do you
say
mean?
is how many
What was
seats
that? I
are
missed that.
actually in how many seats are in the actual upper house, for example, the Senate or whatever you call it?
100 in the Senate. 200 and I forgot what the House is. It's 200 and something 46. I don't know exactly what the number is.
So he's wiped basically the floor. He's got just about all those seats.
Yeah, that's a great point,
Yeah.
Ricardo. He's feared, and people think twice before doing anything against us now. You know what
So
I mean?
ALV, the opposition is in minority now, correct?
Correct. Yes.
So you know what that basically means.
Yeah.
It's going to take probably another 2 elections before the opposition come back to power.
Well, they could come back. They could take the House again in 2 years. And that's usually what happens when a president wins. The opposite party wins the House in the midterm elections, which are 2 years. But
So
who
the
knows?
House is
We'll
what,
see.
2 years 2 years sitting?
2 year seats.
Because
Yes, 2 year seats
I'll
in the
give an
House.
example. Our upper house here is 8 years for the Senate.
Oh wow.
Okay, the lower house is 4 years. So
Yeah, we're
you could
2 and
have
6. 2 and 6 is
the
what it is here.
government. Yeah, the government can have both upper and lower house, but then lose the next election and still run the upper house but not the lower house.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's
That's
another
what
good
I'm.
point. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm just trying to say.
There's just so much that needs to be cleaned up around here. The border, the economy, the foreign wars, and like even
Well, let's
some down
hope.
to even what hang on, what Co-Train said. No more Transformers in women's sports. Yeah, that's what I need. My daughter to play a school sport, and some boy who couldn't hack it over in on the boys varsity, junior varsity team, want to join the girls or wrestling or whatever. You know what I mean? It's nuts. So it's all nuts. Everything it's
Yeah, there's
needed.
cultural impact. There's cultural impacts and there's economic impacts. The most important are economic right now because it's just we're in the toilet. So
Right.
this will change, hopefully.
Yeah. It's just it's my $1 bill went way farther 4 years ago than it ever did in the last 4 years. That's basically what it comes down to. You know what I mean? It's just I don't know. There's no respect for this country anymore. None under Biden.
Imagine how much better off we're going to be in 4 years, guys. It's just so exciting to think about. I mean,
And
we're
kudos
going
to
to have a middle.
everybody. Yeah, and kudos to everybody who did go out and vote. Whether you voted for Harris or Trump, it's a good thing you did this for. It's a good thing you did for your country, no matter what. So, what did Dindu drop off?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even see it. So, yeah, we're getting like surges of people in the chat here, guys. It's going up to like 17, and it goes down to like 8, 7, and it goes way back up again. It must be because I got Trump in the title. How do you like that?
Yeah, that's usually that's probably it. That's probably
Yeah,
why.
no doubt. But
Yeah, no, thing to bring back the real men, and that's what we need. We need to set. We can't set our children up to fail. They have to have a clear understanding of what life is. We can't throw all this nonsense at them about it's okay to this guy can go and this. Come on, man. We got to knock all that nonsense off. So
Well, let's
what did
hope
they
let's
call it?
hope it all goes well for you guys.
Oh, it
See,
is. We already
Don, this
spoke.
is
It's gonna.
here's the thing, Don, about you were talking about the time in office and stuff like why we have term limits. We have term limits because, like, if you win in the Senate, you're in for life, basically. Like thank God we can't have that with the president because he would never go away. You know what I mean? Like if the Senate, you're in there. Very rarely does a senator ever lose once they're in. They just win again and again and again and again. And that's why for the longest time people have been trying to have term limits for the Senate and the Congress, but it's never been passed because these people just get reelected over and over again. It's not a big deal in Congress because the congressmen usually change. Like they usually lose. They'll change seats, but the senators stay there forever. They're like, it's a lifelong thing. You can't get rid of these people.
yeah.
And the fear would be if a president got in, if a president could run forever, like FDR. FDR ran for how many terms? 4 terms
Well, look,
or
we
something
agree
like
to
that?
disagree and vice versa. But like I always said, if you've got a very good popular president who's doing well for your country, wouldn't you want him to be in power for longer?
I get the theory. Yes, absolutely. I understand what you're saying. Sure. But the risk is that person, you can never get rid of them. That's the risk you're taking. You know that you.
The risk is the House. The risk is the House, which is abuse of power, not the president. Because the president can only do what the House says.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, well, here's the thing: the presidents do what's called executive orders, which, believe me, I don't even agree with, but they do it anyway, where they just kind of make their own law, and that's been a big problem in this country for years. Is that this executive order stuff? It started with Bush, really, and or Clinton. I think it started with Clinton, and they write their own laws. Basically, they implement laws without going to Congress, and that's a problem. And they do it within the federal system. They do it within the federal, like there's a limit to what they can do, but they do it. Like you should see how many executive orders are on record. It's insane. And most of the public doesn't even know about them, like, because they're not publicized, you know?
Yeah, culture combat. I think if anything, we'd have either Trump Jr. or J.D. Vance run for president, not Barron. Barron's got a long time away from something like that. So.
Well, I'm hoping for DeSantis in 4 years. That's what I'm hoping for, but we'll see.
So what? Tell me something, guys. So I can understand your side of the politics and all that. So Kamala Harris will not be in power as a opposition. She'll walk away, or
as of nothing.
No, nothing. She's gone. She's history. She'll be history.
She's no position whatsoever anywhere.
Yeah, she'll be gone.
So they got to elect basically an opposition, so-called president in waiting or whatever.
Yeah, it's different. It's not like a prime minister. I know you guys have that parliamentary form, right? You have something like a parliamentary form over there, where you have. We don't have that. We have, and there will be a minority leader, but it's usually someone in the Congress who who gains popularity. But there's no real power that goes along with that. It's just really.
No, they can't have the power.
It's just seats. It's just like appointing committee appointments and stuff like that. That's really all they get, those minority leaders or majority leaders in the legislature.
Hang on. I just want to say goodbye to Adam. Adam, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you, man. I'm sure I'll run into you later.
Adam, keep fighting those fires, Adam. I don't know.
OS Tyler, did Trump win? Yes, the AP just put it out now that he declared the next president. Yes.
He had his winning speech. As soon as he had his winning speech, I knew straight away that's it. He's won, even though he hasn't reached the 270 yet.
Yeah, he came out and spoke for sure. So.
Yeah, and how embarrassing is Kamala not to even attend her rally or whatever the case was?
Yeah, she gave a statement during the night that she wasn't going to speak, and then everybody started walking home. So when I was watching Benny
disgusting.
Johnson. I was watching Benny Johnson and they were showing people walking out of there, walking out of where she was supposed to speak. So
you have to remember this. You have to remember this about her, is that she has not been she was never popular in her own party. She was not popular at all. If you look when she ran for president in the primaries, she wasn't even close. When she ran when Biden did, right, for the primary, she wasn't even close to him in getting the nomination for the Democrats. So she's not a popular person.
Yeah, she was basically gifted this, and then it just finally people woke up and did something for their nation.
ALV, what's the population there of America, blacks versus whites? Because they tried to, everyone that was speaking out in the street, they were pushing all the blacks, and they were saying, "I voted for Kamala to be the first black president," or whatever.
I don't even know if she's black, is she? I don't even know.
No, there's a whole big.
I think she's Indian, isn't she? Indian descent.
Yeah, Indian and something else.
Indian, yeah.
But anyway, the population I think is about 19% black in the United States. It's something like that, 19%.
Okay. But that's the thing too.
Not exact. I don't know the exact number.
Trump got a whole lot of the black and Hispanic.
Trump got a lot of black votes.
Yeah, and
definitely.
That I think got him way over the hump.
Kamala got all the females, regardless. Okay, her voters were all females.
Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing: they were pushing this abortion thing. Abortion is not an issue. No one has outlawed abortion. You know what I mean? This is when they pull the wool over people's eyes. No one has outlawed abortion. If there might be states that have regulations on it, but it's not. I don't think it's outlawed anywhere completely. I don't, and the only thing that happened with that Supreme Court case is that it took a national protection and put it at the state level. That's all it did. That's all it did, and they made a big issue out of it. And I guess it got them votes, but it's not a real
You
issue.
swing it. You swing
Right.
it, and you basically put fear in people.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all politicians do. They just grab something and run with it and put fear.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's not just one. It's and and it's, to be fair, both parties do it. Both parties do it. They use fear.
Yeah.
They use fear, but
Indy, I want my fucking money back. All right.
All right, shut up about your money, will you? What money does he owe you? Take your money and fuck off with it, all right? So, yeah, Coltrane's got a great point. If anybody knows Candace Owens, you can go onto her channel, and she like did a full ancestry report on Kamala Harris. Like, it's unbelievable. So,
ALV.
yes.
So now you're in transition. So the Biden has stepped down. So there's a transition period now, or is he still?
No, he's still president until January. He'll still remain
till
president
January.
until January. Yeah.
now I did hear somebody ask a question if they will invoke the 25th Amendment and make Harris the sitting president until Trump goes in. What do you think about that?
I guess theoretically they could do that, but why would they do that?
Right, and I think someone said, well, Biden would never let that happen. No matter how messed up or whatever he is, ill or whatever.
There's another fuck up. Biden didn't even back her up at all.
Yeah, he half-assed backed her up, but not really. But
it was
he's,
forced out.
Well, no. Well, yes, exactly. That's where I was going to say next. It was a coup. They threw him out. They said, you know what, you're done, and then automatically, boom, she got in. She didn't earn it. So.
Seem to wear it proudly.
Big Bones. When did I ever say I was tonight?
Just a quick question. What happened? Why was Themda raging when I came on? I wasn't listening. I just saw the link and clicked on the link. But what was he mad about?
He wear his jocks which were 2 sizes too small.
Because
I was just curious why he was angry. He was angry, right?
I think he was mad because Don was opposing Trump for a tiny bit. Like asking,
really?
he was asking why it's going to make our country better, and then we all kind of went a little crazy.
Well, Don's not from the country. He doesn't know. He's asking a question.
Should know enough, believe me. But just be on alert now in the inauguration.
See, that's the other thing. Now, if you win an election, okay, come tomorrow morning, then that person should be stood down and the new person should be in. The way you guys run it is you run the elections in November, but you don't do the changeover till January.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's another thing that maybe you guys should look at too. You lost the election, that's it, you're out. You walk away, then the new president, prime minister, whatever the case may be, steps in and takes over from then on, and it starts organising his party or whatever.
Well, the theory is that this period is supposed to be transition, like you said. It's supposed to be a time when the leaving president and the incoming president work together to transition power, to transition how things will work, and that was the theory. That's why there's this time between election and actually swearing in. So, because remember, America has a huge bureaucracy, which is our biggest problem. So you have to manage that bureaucracy, and I think that's the reason for it.
Yeah, culture combat. That's the word on the street. We'll just have to see what happens. You know what I mean?
Well, everyone was going. There's going to be a civil war if Trump didn't get in.
Well, some people would say it would go both ways. The day is early. Now that it's officially declared that he is, he's the next president. God knows. I mean, it's only 5:54 a.m. where I'm at in the East Coast. You know what I mean? People are going to be waking up to, from the West Coast. They're going to be waking up to, oh man, and they might not like what they hear.
I mean,
You
see,
just
the
never
other
know.
thing,
But we're boarding up shit all over the country. People are boarding up their businesses, their houses, their everything. You know what I mean? So it's
well,
crazy.
the
remember,
other thing though,
he's only. I
oh,
mean, look, he's a lame duck the minute he goes in. He can't run again, so he's a lame duck president the minute he comes in. So maybe that will mitigate some of the reaction. You know, it's not like they have to deal with him for 8 years. The people that oppose him don't have to deal with him in 8 years. They only have to deal with him for 4 years. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't
Snake
know.
Pit. Yeah. Thanks, Snake Pit. You're welcome. What was I gonna say? That's a great point for sure. This is all stuff
see,
we've been talking about. Yeah, for sure.
even Robert Kennedy. Now he comes from a stock of a political, family and all that. He got nothing.
Well, he's going to be in charge of health. He's in charge of our
Yeah.
health.
Yeah.
That's going
Is
to
He
be,
he?
switched. He
yeah.
switched over.
Oh, yeah.
He
Yeah.
he was a Democrat. Now he came over to help Trump. And
Yeah.
Trump, now
That's
he's
going to be
like Anthony
interesting.
said.
That is really going to be interesting what he does because the guy, I mean, he's a little wacky, but the point is he he's the only person that speaks out against all this pharmaceutical crap and all this other, like crazy stuff that goes on with vaccines and all this other stuff. So I'm curious to see what he does as
I used
they,
to. I'll
you
tell
know.
you, I'm very curious because I used to work for the world's leading pharmaceutical distributor, and in the warehouse, mind you, in the distribution center, and the amount of opiates and just any kind of medications and stuff that went out, especially in the DEA section. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is mind blowing. Like the amount of Loratabs and like I said, the hydrocodones, the oxycodones, even the fentanyl stuff, the hospital fentanyl grade stuff. Like I used to see that go out every single day. So I am definitely, interested in seeing what happens with that, and especially the food, because how much food is sold over here that is not sold not allowed. Certain ingredients not allowed in other countries. You
Yeah,
know what I mean?
I do notice that. I do notice that America's got a very slack policy when it comes to certain ingredients or chemicals or whatever in food, whereas the rest of the world basically ban them.
I'm in Buffalo, and Cheerios are made 15 minutes from my house. I smell Cheerios from where I work. You know what I mean? So yeah, General Mills is literally right 15 minutes from my house, and like 5 minutes from my work.
Mm.
So
Oh, look, let's hope these guys, I don't know, get back on track or whatever the case may be, and start doing well, and the people are looked after, the population's looked after.
the country was spinning its wheels, and people were doing things for their own personal wealth and gain, rather than as a country for the country. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a good thing, and hopefully Trump sticks to what he said, and pulls the stuff off that he said. You know what I mean? So
Well, if he's got the backing, then there's no problems.
and he should. Hey Delilah, how are you? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, everybody hit the like button. I've never had 40 people in my chat before. We were up to
40?
40. We had 40 people a few
Wow.
minutes
That's
ago.
awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So, but
All the wackies came out.
yeah, the red one in the house. Yep, no doubt. But yeah, so it's like I said, it's I'm optimistic. I really, really am for once. Like, there didn't feel like there was any way things were gonna get better. It's like the day in and day out grind and nothing to look forward to. You know what I mean? Now we actually have a little bit of hope. And if he pulls through with somebody, especially like even like if he doesn't tax my overtime, like that's big. That's huge. That's a lot of money per week, per month, per year. That's gonna be available to everybody who works overtime. You know what I mean? It's unbelievable.
That is a great idea. That is, but at the same time, that could also kill the economy, the American economy, because there's not enough taxes coming through to support the economy.
Dude, there's taxes on everything, Don.
Oh,
Seriously.
no, trust me. Even here, there's taxes galore.
If he doesn't tax on anything, I'll finally have to sign. Yeah, stay for a house. Yeah, no doubt. no doubt. I mean, yeah, I mean, I had to buy a house, unfortunately, during the COVID, through the house boom for COVID. You know what I mean? And my interest rate's definitely not where I want it to be. You know what I mean? So yeah,
Now, be careful.
this is a great point too.
Be careful with tariffs, because if you start putting tariffs on everyone else is going to start putting tariffs on America. Okay, so that can affect America too. So you got to, that's a very fine line that not just America, but every country's got to walk a very fine line.
So Marissa says they're finally going to take fluoride out of the drinking water. Well, in Buffalo, they're actually adding it. They're adding it again. We haven't had it in years, and now they're adding it again. Now, my wife is a dental hygienist, and she is all for having fluoride in the water because there are so many parents that don't monitor their child's dental hygiene. They don't floss. They don't. I mean, they're removing kids' teeth, and there's just cavities on cavities, and they're wrecking their gums and infection. So the fluoride does help with that, but I do understand why people would be against it because it is something being added into your drinking water. I totally understand that. But like I said, my wife being a professional in that realm, the stuff she sees because of the neglect of their parents of not keeping up with their child's teeth. So, well, maybe you have a point there. It's different for everybody. I don't know. And now we have the
Asada,
businessmen that do it.
who's
That's
second
exactly right.
guessing? I'm not second guessing. I'm just trying to be honest and looking at all the aspects, all the avenues and all that. Being a realist.
Yeah, Snake Pit's got another great point here for sure. For sure. Yeah, that's crazy culture combat. Yeah, 72 to 84 hours a week. What the fuck? Do you ever I mean, I work a ton too, but I don't work that much. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you work all that overtime and you don't get anything. Like it's like why even bother? Because you get taxed to death on it. It's brutal. So
Not for anything. What you guys get there on an hourly basis, like a culture that gets $18 an hour. Not for anything. $18 an hour is what we pay our 17-year-olds here in Australia.
um, Ray Day says America was never great. Well, that's your opinion. So I don't know what else to tell you. You know what I mean? Like everybody has their own opinion. If that's yours, I respect it, and that's cool. But it hasn't been great the last 4 years. That's for sure. That's for damn sure. So, like I said, all I'm looking for is a little bit of hope for things to get just a little bit better, and this is, I think, was the better choice. So, um, you worked at a dental lab. Research shows they're changing your diet. Well, yeah, there's a million things you could do, but the thing, but like I said, it all comes down to like with these kids and even adults. If you don't take care of your teeth, they're gonna fall out of your mouth. They could cause infection. You could have so much plaque buildup that gets into your arteries and gives you a heart attack. Like that's there's the whole thing. But I don't know. There's a million other things in your food and the energy drinks you drink and everything else that could be just as bad as putting fluoride in your drinking water. So remember that. It doesn't all come down to just one little thing you're putting in your body. There's so many chemicals and bullshit and whatever that's bad for you that we ingest every single day, even though we don't even know it or don't even care. You know what I mean? So no, I totally understand your point though. I work overnight security with first responders. We watch Ford vehicles. Huh. Marta, the AP said it was. The AP said it's already done. He already won.
Well,
But
let's
no,
hope everyone
Don.
jumps. Go on.
No, I was gonna say minimum wage. I think around here is like 15 something an hour. But I mean, jobs all vary. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You know what I mean? But there's so many jobs you got to have a bachelor's degree, or they're hiring college degree over experience. You know what I mean? Like
which is bullshit because experience should always be
Right.
number one.
Absolutely. You know what I
I
mean?
look at it
But
even in my industry, you know, just because you're university qualified, you've got a degree or whatever the case is, doesn't mean you've got the experience.
yeah, just but yeah, I'm actually like I said, this country needed a change no matter what. It really, that's Snake Pit said he's excited to see Elon and RFK and the positions are passionate about. Yeah, absolutely. Just
I was
something
surprised to
different,
see Dane.
not the same
Gone.
names, not the same bullshit, not the same like, oh my god, we got to worry about my daughter walking into the fucking bathroom at school and there's some kid, taking a piss, some little boy or something. Like, fuck that, man.
Godfather,
Like, yeah.
where does this leave Pelosi?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know where that lead. That, to be honest, I don't know. I think ALV
Does
might know that more.
Does she get booted out or?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe the chat can help us out with that. I'm not fully sure on that one. This is like the only time I've really ever like put some time into like who I was gonna vote for. You know what I mean? Just because I just think the country was just at such a bad place. You know what I mean?
No,
So
I can see it in all of you guys, the spring and the bounce in your, in your talk and voices and all that. I wish you all the best.
yeah. Well, like I said, there's just so much going on within this place, all the way down to my small neighborhood, and it's just you know, I hope he comes through with most of the stuff that he says. It's all I could say. So
Good on you guys.
no, she's not
There
off
was-
topic. She brought up a good point, Marta. I mean, it's okay. You know what I mean? It's all right. She Oh, okay. So yeah, she won 80.6% of the vote, Nancy Pelosi. So she got back in. So, Trump's gonna have to deal with her no matter what. So,
yeah, but she has no say anyway. Even though he's got to deal with it, she's got no say because her government is or her party's a minority.
right. Yeah. So, yeah, it's gonna be a ride. That's all I know. It's like I said, I'm optimistic. It feels like it's going to change my attitude toward a lot of things. Like, hey, hopefully, in the last 4 years, like, it was like, what the hell is this guy going to ruin next? You know what I mean? And again, everybody, this is my opinion, and it's not right or wrong or, whatever, but it's just my opinion, my show, whatever. So if anybody wants to,
Toddfather, even as an
what?
outsider, I could see it even with Biden when he used to say certain things on stage, and I think, what the fuck is this guy doing?
Yeah, the guy had he had no, how could you say, no presence, no, like, no moxie. You know what I mean? It was just like, what is this guy going to say next that they're going to make fun of him for? And that's not how our presidents have ever been. You
Yeah,
know?
he was made a mockery of, and
Oh,
that led
absolutely.
to
Absolutely.
basically. Because if you look at him and he's a dickhead, then you turn around and think, well, the rest of fucking American population are dickheads too.
I mean, you go
If that's
from
the
a guy like
case.
Trump who's outspoken and not afraid to say shit, he'll offend anybody, and that's that, to a guy that could barely, put a sentence together and sound intelligent for 4 straight years, man. It's oh, I don't know.
See, the problem is the way people look at it is they say Trump is obnoxious, he's rude, he's arrogant. But you know what? Sometimes you need that in a person.
Well, you need someone with balls. That's all to it.
Exactly.
Someone who's confident. You know what I mean? Like that there's consequences if you fuck around. You know what I mean? And we haven't had that. We haven't had it.
Well, then how come Putin is not looked at the same way? Then he's an obnoxious, rude prick.
Because because he ain't afraid to take matters
Talk his
into his own
mind.
hands and act on it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? He's got balls. You know what I mean?
yeah.
He wears it where, hey, It's like kind of what do they say? Fuck with the bulls, you get the horns or whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's why. You know. Hey, Cali kid, how are you? Um, so yeah, it's like I said, man, I'm pretty excited about it, and I'm hoping that the country doesn't break out in any sort of violence or
That's the other
violent
thing I was going to
protests or
say.
yeah. So
The word here was that a lot of people were going in and buying guns. I reckon there was an influx of gun purchases. If it's true or not, I don't know.
yeah, I don't know either. I don't know about that. You know what I mean? I can't answer that with any backing. You know what I mean? But but I could imagine it with the amount of illegals that were let into this country. I could see people arming themselves more. No doubt. So yeah, that's right, Leslie. Harris has to certify the election, so she's got to eat crow like twice now. She's got to she's got to concede, and then she's got to certify the election. So yeah, you're absolutely right. So it's just it's just I'm again I can't say it enough that I'm absolutely optimistic about what the future holds here. Hopefully for the better. You know what I mean?
Let's hope so. Let's
There was
hope so.
I'm actually I'm absolutely shocked that it went the way it did. I did not expect there to be an answer, a declaration, like now. I thought it was going to be a week or two. Hey, Stiggs.
They,
And I honestly didn't think we were going to get a result this fast, this quickly.
Yeah.
Now, my next thing is all the states or whatever you call them that voted for Kamala. Okay, do you think they've got an agenda now that they're going to turn around and try and impeach
Yes,
Trump?
of course.
Yeah, they're going to try something. And during his 4 years, it's not going to be a smooth ride by any means.
He won't have the coverage from the media. They're all going to be against him, no matter what.
Yeah, 100%.
He's got it's a
100%.
Yeah.
fighting battle.
Well,
It's tough.
he's still
That's
kicking.
why
He's still
people love him. That's why people really. That's why people are, kind of for him. He's a goer, man. He doesn't stop. He doesn't let anything get in his way. No diversions.
Mm.
Nothing. He kept on going. Already it's starting. My son just called me. He invested in Tesla a while back. He said he made 900 from the election to this morning. My son put a little money in Tesla a little ways back. He said overnight he made $900.
Who
Hey,
did?
Asada,
My son,
Oh, did he?
yeah, he dabbles in the stocks a little bit.
Nice,
A little
very
ways
nice.
back. He put money in Tesla, and last night went through the roof.
Good.
am I offending you? Am I?
We should all be able to have conversations, our own opinions, our
Yeah,
own.
I think we're doing okay here, Osada. I
I
think we're
wasn't in the show. I was on phone call, so I have no idea if anything happened. If you guys are arguing, fighting, showing love, or going for the juggler, I really don't know. But this is a group that can talk. We should be able to talk like gentlemen, hopefully.
Well, you
Yeah,
should, no matter what.
yeah.
Like you say, everyone's opinion either it counts or degree, and it doesn't account. You can say
So
something, you could be
this is
wrong, you
true,
could be
Don.
right.
You're right.
So,
But so what a lot of people don't understand is we are really affected. Our quality of life in this country is affected daily. What we see going on, where our money is going,
yeah,
you have to understand there's a lot of emotion involved in this, Don. A lot of emotion
mm,
involved in it. So you can't just see it one little thing. There's a big picture here, and we're watching it in our neighborhoods with our own eyes happen to us.
yeah.
You
In our
know, so
school
you
and
gotta kind of
our
gotta
our
kind of give us a little, gotta give us a little bit of. You gotta try and see it from our perspective a little bit. It's difficult.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You're right, culture. Yeah. Yeah. I hope he cleans house too. Yeah. Just me. Yeah. Kamala's done. It's over. It's a wrap.
Oh yeah.
She got blown out. Um, like I said, I didn't think it was gonna be like that, man. But like they said too, you got to win big enough for them not to rig it. You know what I mean? So too big to rig, I think was the saying that was going around.
Yeah,
Too big
it
to rig.
was.
Yeah. So
Now we are unfortunately New York and New Jersey will never be Republican. Never, 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 never have.
right. Yeah. I don't care. I still went out and voted. You know what I mean? I felt.
Yeah, no, no,
Tommy,
yeah, go ahead.
Tommy, New Jersey.
Yeah,
Tommy, New Jersey.
yeah,
Is that what we call a liberal area
yes.
or a
Oh God,
Labor
yeah.
area?
Yes, yes, but that goes back generations and a lot of time. So yes, this was always a highly Remember, blue collar was always Democrat back in the day, always
Mm.
Democrat. So it didn't change much here. Some of the people that left the city that I'm in right now, or where I grew up, that went to the suburbs, they changed to Republican eventually, and they not because they got rich. That's not it. Because they just understood what was going on. So a perfect example is my grandfather died a Democrat. My mother is a Republican, and she said, "Dad, it's not your same party. It changed, and you just can't change them." So there are a lot. It's a liberal Democrat area around here. Yes, 100%. So you can't switch it. My Joe lost by 11% last night. 11 points. Jersey Joe. 11 points, I think it was. He was very close. Closer than probably
That
anybody has
sucks.
ever been for Congress. Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. Now I'm going to tell you one more thing. I went into my factory floor yesterday. They are all immigrants, Spanish immigrants, every single one of them. Barely speak English. The first thing they said to me when I walked onto that production floor yesterday, and there's 34 workers that I've been working with for 30 years, 25 years, and they said, and they were hesitant, but they said, "Who'd you vote for?" And I said, "Trump." And they all said, "Yeah, Trump. We're going to have a party here tomorrow." And they are the they're almost below blue collar workers. They're laborers. They're line
Yep.
workers,
Yep. And we
and
have
they
those.
voted. Yeah, and they all voted for Trump. I said, "Really, guys?" I said, "Why?" I said, "Oh, he's got to win. It's got to be better. It's not good. No good. No good. No good."
That's
So,
a
so
great
Don, these are the people that have no education, came here as immigrants, went through the process the right way. Now their children are working in banks. They are state police. They are law school. They are. You know what I mean? So it's very interesting to see. Very interesting to see.
Mm.
So we'll see a change in this area eventually. I think, Don. I went too far with your question, but it's such a big loaded topic over here, and I think eventually you'll probably see a change.
Yeah, so Juan, a guy that I work with, he's 23 years old. He's from Colombia. I'm assuming he just became a U.S. citizen because he's been with us about a year now. And he came up to me, and he did the Google Translate app or whatever, and he said to me, he goes, I thank God that Trump won. And I looked at him like, holy shit! Like I said, you voted? He goes, yeah, I voted. And his things was, I was very worried that a third world war was going to start. This gives us, hope that it won't. You know what I
Wow,
mean? So
interesting.
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, that's a great point you brought up though. So um, yeah, it's crazy. It's
Mm.
it affects every single person on every single level. This thing. So yeah. Um, let's see here.
Interesting.
I'm just trying to catch up on comments. Yeah, everybody's been very good here. Thanks. Shout out to the chat for sure. I've never had. I think we were up to 53 people, 55 right now as we speak. I've never had this many people in my my chat room. So thank you for stopping by, everybody. And
Beautiful.
yeah,
Beautiful.
yeah, yeah, no, and thank you for keeping it clean. And make sure you subscribe because we're on at this time every morning. And normally we're just making fun of each other and we don't talk politics. So we just
Every
rip on.
morning.
Yeah, so we
Don.
just
Don. He said every morning.
okay, maybe a few times a week. Not
Hey, he's
Last
breaking all
week,
records this
listen to
week. He's
me.
breaking
Listen
records
to
this
me.
week.
Last week, I had 63 or whatever in my show at night. I said, guys, drop your links. Join us tomorrow morning for Top Father Show. Oh, God, where was this motherfucker?
Hey, Tommy, he's done 3 or 4 shows in a row, so that means there's nothing left for the next week and a half.
yeah, I
Oh,
won't. Yeah,
God.
I probably won't be on for another 4 months. So But no, when I do come on, we do have fun. I usually get out of work at this time, and we try to have a little fun. We rip on each other. We keep
Yep.
our gripes within these four walls, and we try to engage with the chat and have a good time. So,
Absolutely.
Look, we agree
thanks,
to
Leslie.
disagree.
Yeah, hit the like button and subscribe on your way out, Leslie. Thank you for being a part of this show. It's great.
Nice.
Patty's so happy about the numbers, he's going to be walking with a limp all day. Yep, yes I am. So, but yeah, thanks for subscribing, Just Me. No, that's cool. Yeah, so normally we don't normally we don't really do the politic thing, but like I said, I think this is this show yesterday I was actually waiting in line, and I actually put my camera on while I was voting for Trump. So
Yeah.
so these last 2 days have been really, really good, and especially with everybody here listening and in the chat and everybody who came on the panel and added. It's I can't thank you guys enough. It's been fun. So.
Well, let's hope that what's going to happen happens immediately and doesn't drag on.
Nah, it's done. There's nothing they can do right now.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
a wrap.
he officially can't do anything until January.
No,
So,
of course, but they can't. It's thin.
Yeah. All the air's been deflated out of that cabinet, so it's over.
You see when her what was that? Who spoke on her behalf last night when he said she will not be speaking tonight? They already knew.
I don't know.
Somebody came out. Somebody came out at her campaign rally party, whatever it was, her headquarters, and said we will not be hearing from the vice president this evening. She will address tomorrow. And this was before it was even called or even close to being called. But I think they already knew it's a wrap.
Oh yeah. As soon as that map started lighting up red and people are like, holy shit, what's going on here? Yeah, there's already talk show hosts. Like I said, if you guys watch Benny Johnson, he had a team of people scouring the internet for people getting sour over this, and he was showing people all night long. So.
The second to last time I saw the count number, it was 230 to Trump and 210 to Kamala, and I thought, holy fuck, she's making a comeback. I'm thinking Trump's in trouble here, and then all of a sudden it just swung the other way, and I thought, nice.
Yeah, Snake Pit. Yeah, that's all bullshit. That's not true. I mean, that's what they said last time, and I think Hillary had shit going on with Russia or something. Who the fuck knows? That's the thing. You can never trust it, and that's why like I said, I'm absolutely shocked that we actually got a result, a declaration of who won within 24 hours. It's crazy.
But they were predicting it's going to take maybe 2 or 3 weeks before you get the final results.
Oh, the president of Howard University spoke last night for her. No shit. Okay. Yeah, I heard it all on my earphone. I didn't watch anything. I heard it all in my earbud while I was working. So.
So how do you think North Korea feels now?
Yeah, I don't know. Trump will, hopefully straighten everyone out. Who knows? So, that's true. That's true, Coach Train, for sure. I hope that's not true, Just Me. I really hope that's not true. I mean, I think the border's been open that much. So, but yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna end it in a couple minutes, guys. I gotta run into the grocery store, like I said, and get some stuff for my daughter's lunch, and then Stiggs, you're up next, right?
Yeah.
All right. Somebody could drop.
I'll talk to you guys.
Yeah.
I'll talk to you guys later. Yeah. Later.
All right. Thanks, Stiggs. Yeah. If somebody could drop Tommy Stiggs' show, we can bring the party over to his show next. 277 to 222. Holy moly. Yeah. Good.
Because she was going up and up, and then she went down in numbers.
Wow, like I said, like I said before, it's too big to rig. There's nothing they could have done and legitly, had her win, because so many people voted for Trump, and that's refreshing. It's like a breath of fresh air. You know what I mean? It really is.
Yeah.
That people actually stepped up and did their civic duty, for their country. You know what I mean? Oh, thanks, Snake Pit. I appreciate that, man. This was just supposed to be just a couple people talking, and like I said, I think me putting Trump in the title brought everybody here, and I'm happy about it. Good.
This was a very casual talk back this morning. Godfather. Normally we bust balls big time.
Yeah. Yeah. Normally we're telling each other where to go and swearing at each other and laughing. So normally I take people in the grocery store when I go shopping, and yeah, we have fun. But yeah, everybody, please go to Tommy Stiggs' show next. That's his link there. I'm sure he's going to do a recap on the election, and also he does his own topics too. So, but yeah, Don, I think I'm going to hang it up.
No worries.
I gotta head in the store and pick up some things, especially since I forgot my son's dinner at my job. So I got him a box of chicken that he likes, and I left it at work. So that's why
chicken. We ended up having chicken wings with blue cheese.
Oh yeah, Losada hates blue cheese. So I'm from Buffalo, and like I said, blue cheese is like what we eat our chicken wings with, and it's like blasphemous if you have ranch with your chicken wings. So, but
All right.
But yeah, thanks a lot for coming up, Don, and yeah, I'm
no
sure
worries.
I'll try to get on more this week. It figures now that I have so many hours on StreamYard since I stopped paying for it when they went up. Now I want to do shows again. So, go figure.
All right.
But
okay,
yeah.
Dave.
All right, Don. Thanks.
See you later, everyone.
See ya. All right, everybody. I'm gonna tap out for now. I'm gonna go into the store and get some stuff for my daughter's lunches and some stuff for dinner. I want to say thank you again to everybody that tuned in. I want to thank all my friends for coming up on the panel here. I never had 55 people in my show, so that's cool. Thank you. And thanks for keeping it, clean in the chat. And yeah, man, this is definitely a little bit of a confidence boost to have more shows. But yeah, Culture Combat, it was great meeting you. Snake Pit, nice meeting you. Just me. Leslie, I think, was here. Rachel, Mustang Mike, Tyler. Let's see here. I'm just going to try to go through some of the Delicate Turd. All right, that's a great name. That's right. We all do need a little cheddar. But thanks for stopping by. But yeah, thank you for everybody who did come in here. There's a lot to name here. I got to get out of here because I got to get home in enough time to get them on the bus. So, guys, have a great day. God bless America. Be safe. Be productive. Watch your back. And hit the like and subscribe on your way out. Everybody, have a great day. We'll see you.